Hello and a warm welcome to the show. This September, Sinfonia Varsovia will celebrate the reopening of its renovated headquarters with a 3-week festival. Sinfonia Varsovia new opening will feature more than 100 events, including musical performances, along with contemporary art, workshops and activities for the whole community. To discuss the ongoing renovations and what we can expect from the festival, I am joined by Janusz Marynowski, Director, Sinfonia Varsovia. Hello and welcome, sir. Delighted to have you with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
So let's start with the big news. You have just announced that you've selected the contractor for the second stage of the renovations. What will it entail?
Yes, we are very happy that finally we chose a very good company. It's Warsaw. This exactly company, they built the Museum of Modern Art, and now right now they are building the theater close by. That we are happy because they are professional, on time, that we have really hoped to open the new concert hall in 2030, which should be the biggest concert hall in Poland for 1,817 seats, another hall for 400 seats. That altogether will have 5 halls and big education space and all our offices and big restaurant, big coffee place. Really the place to be.
Sounds like a major project. So you said close to 1,900 spaces.
Yes.
Why does Warsaw need such a massive space?
We have beautiful National Philharmonic Hall, but they can sell only 950 tickets, around 950 seats. We have also, of course, big theater, National Opera, which is much bigger, but this is the hall really dedicated to make operas and ballets. Though we don't have the modern concert hall, and such a city, such a big city as Warsaw really deserves to have a modern concert hall to perform music in really good condition. I'm talking about the acoustic because this is really the most important what we are thinking about the concert hall. That's why we have a great company, which is Pucher, company Miller BBM, this is the company, acoustic company from Berlin. And we have also another acoustician, Edhard Kahle from Switzerland, that we are like, let's say, 99% sure that we will have a really great acoustic in Warsaw.
So let's zoom in on the acoustics and on the auditorium, because it is quite fascinating. It's supposed to combine the traditional shoebox model with the so-called vineyard model. So the audience is supposed to surround the stage. What's the purpose? What will it give the audience, if you could explain to us?
Yes, the shoebox, type of shoebox is very traditional type of concert hall. For example, the Wiener Philharmoniker, the very famous orchestra which has the hall is shoebox hall and many others, and also Lucerne concert hall. We're trying to create the space that the audience will sit as close as possible to the artist, to the orchestra, really to create the community around beauty, around music, around good feelings, and being together, which is for us the most important, with the audience. But this is not only one secret of the new good concert hall. We have amazing situation. As soon you will enter the foyer of the hall, you see already the hall. Why? Because between the foyer and the concert hall, there is no wall made from bricks or concrete. This is a huge glass structure, but glass structure designed by the acousticians. I never saw such a hall, to be honest, and I'm with my orchestra for the last 39 years, being first as a musician and now on this position for the last 22 years, and I never saw the situation. You enter the building and then suddenly you see the concert hall. Of course, we will need to bring down the huge curtain just before the concert. As in the opera, you open the curtain. Here you will close the curtain and then black out, and then we can listen music. But at the morning, all citizens, they will come to our foyer, they will drink their coffee and they will see what their orchestra is doing.
That sounds very exciting, but we'll have to wait till 2030 to see it with our own eyes. Meanwhile, the first stage has already been completed. So what was accomplished so far?
Yes, we got from the city in the year 2009, we got the All Veterinary Institute. 5 historical buildings from 1901, beautiful buildings, but completely in ruins. Now we renovated 3 buildings, and will be the really luxury to be there and to work there. And for now, we will have 3 very small, but already 3 small halls. We'll have big education space. We will have a small art gallery. Of course, our offices, big restaurant, coffee place, and a special place for citizens, even if they want just to read the book. All will be very welcome, because I can make you sure if somebody is coming to read the book, we will catch them to listen to music. And yes, we are very happy. It was quite a long process to get all the money, and that's why I'm so thankful to the mayor of Warsaw, to city board, that decided to spend quite a lot of money in these very difficult times. But I think it's so important to give the hope for our citizens. That's we will have this hall, we'll have this space for everybody, really for citizens, because this is our topic. Of course, it's important to play in New York, in Berlin. We are doing this like every year. We just came back from France. Now we are going to New York to play in Lincoln Center with Hania Rani in October, and then another really exciting projects. But to have our own space and to invite the citizens to our concerts in our space is completely different thing.
So the inaugural festival, Sinfonia Varsovia new opening, kicks off on the 11th of September. More than 100 performances. What can we expect?
Yes, to be precise, 114 concerts, education activities, and citizens activities for citizens. Of course, there should be the opening concert, and this is at 11th of September at 7 p.m. I would like just to put your attention to the amazing pianist Makoto Ozone. He's, let's say, Japanese-American pianist. We already worked with him for a long time, and he will perform George Gershwin, Rhapsody in Blue. Such a famous piece and such a, I would say, easy to listen music, yes? And yes, we are starting with this concert, and then for 3 upcoming weekends, a lot of concerts. Important information is that we started to sell the tickets exactly today. We already sold like 5,500 tickets. It's going very well. But for the first weekend, which is 11, 12, and 13, we don't need to have any ticket. We just come and listen music for free. Everybody are really welcome.
I'm sure it's going to be very crowded as a result. What other performances perhaps you'd like to highlight over these 3 weeks?
I would say all of them. They will be really fascinating. There are symphony concerts. There are concerts which will be performed by smaller group, like trio, quartets, and education program. We would like to meet our youngest audience. We have a special program called Sinfonia, which is the kids are welcome from the age of 3 months old. Can you imagine? Newborn babies. They're coming to us, and we are together with music. We just simply prepare the new audience for our new concert hall. I think the best idea is to visit our website. There are very precise information, which is sinfoniavarsovia.org, and just buy a ticket and come to us at Grochowska. It's not so complicated. You just need to cross the river. If you go from the center, you could go by tram or by bus, and you are there. And I can make you sure it will be interesting. It will be really highest quality. And you will drink tea or coffee with us, and you can spend time with us, and you can really be together and be as close as possible with musicians of Sinfonia Varsovia and many other artists. Because in the frame of this opening, we have also a festival which is very well known in Poland, Szalone Dni Muzyki, Mad About Music. And this is around 80 concerts, 9 orchestras from 9 high school of music from all over the country. They are coming here to our place, and many international artists. Really, it will be too long to put all the precise information, which concert is the most important. No, all the concerts are really the most important for us. And that's why you can just make your time for these 3 weeks and spend this time with Sinfonia Varsovia.
But also, contemporary art will be shown during the festival. Can you explain why have you decided to include that aspect in a music festival?
Yes, in one building we have a special room, beautiful room, dedicated to show visual arts. Because in my idea, it comes very well together, visual arts and the music. And for example, if you have a big painting, then we can play the music about this painting. Or we can play like from the music score to read this painting. Yes, and we'll have the exhibition. It will be exhibition with beautiful painting, and then with some installation, acoustic installation as well. Yeah, it's difficult to describe because those exhibitions are really the one to feel it, really feel with your body. That's what I will recommend just to come because important information as you come to us during these 3 weeks, you have absolutely free entrance to our buildings. Sometimes during the year it will be too difficult to invite you for our offices. This time you can visit all the spaces.
So classical music tends to have a reputation for being formal. And you've mentioned the importance of education. I wanted to explore that a little bit further. Why is it important to educate people, perhaps to make it a little bit more accessible?
Yes, more accessible and also to give chance to young people to meet music. Because to be honest, in primary schools, that's regular schools, music is not treated very seriously. And we try to make music interesting for everybody. And as we say, classical music is formal, sometimes it's boring, the people are afraid to touch classical music. I can make you sure, if you come, you will be very happy. Because if the music is played really well, what we can make sure for 100% in our place, suddenly you can feel the music. You don't need to understand which year this composer was born, or this is from the French school, or this is from British school. No. This is only to be happy during music and to be together. And this is important. And that's why we don't ask you to be so elegant as to the opera. No, this is much more free space and just to feel well. Because music is in fact the most universal language. Because citizens of Japan, they can communicate with Polish citizens without knowing Polish or us knowing Japanese through Chopin music. Why is Chopin so popular in Asia? Yes, because this is just great music which you can feel. Because musicians, we are telling about love, about hate, about beautiful tree, about everything. We are telling this through the music, and that's why don't worry, just come to us and we will make you happy.
For sure. Now, Janusz, 114 performances, new buildings, renovations, a huge undertaking. Can you tell us how it was behind the scenes? How much work did it take?
Yeah, it was huge work. We started with the architecture competition in 2010. It came that 118 projects from all over the world, and it was really fascinating. I asked myself, how is it possible to choose from such a number? But then the jury was so professional. I was also in the jury, and we chose really the best project by Thomas Pucher from Austria. Really great guy who understood what we are going to build. There should be the music center, and very important music center for citizens. Of course, we will play the highest quality music and sometimes pieces like Stockhausen or Schoenberg, but we still need to be very close to the audience. And our idea is to break down the huge wall which was built for last 200 years, which was built between audience and the orchestra and the musicians. No, we need to be really close to each other. Then we can understand each other and we can feel the music, and we don't need to be worried if we will understand or not, because you don't need to be prepared, just feel the music. And of course this all project will be not possible because of great team I have in my institution. I have great people which has the same idea. They want to build hall and they want to do something for citizens. And this is, I think, really privileged to be with this orchestra. I started as a student, the 4th year of Academy of Music, which was 39 years ago, and I'm still there. And every day I'm excited and really happy to be part of this team. And my idea is that all the people, each person in our organization is the most important one. It's really no difference if you have a higher position or you clean the garden. Everybody are extremely important. And you know, this like a friendship and to be nice and to be there and to show respect to the people. This is important for me.
One last question before we go. When this whole project is finished, what would you want Sinfonia Varsovia to become?
Yes, my dream is that we will have no financial problems. We will not need to hunt for the projects. We will be more decisive what we want really to play and with whom, because for years we've been like a homeless orchestra. And it was not many chances to decide, yes, we would like to create such a theme or such a season. Now it starts to be possible. Really fantastic.
So fingers crossed it will all work out. Janusz Marynowski, Sinfonia Varsovia, thank you so very much for joining.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching Pulse of Culture. Please stay tuned for more here on TVP World.